Check it out, Pew Pew fans, YouTube fans. If you've been watching the YouTube channel for a while, then you've seen some of the old videos and pictures that I've turned into slideshows and etc. And I'll try to search through my hard drives and find some pictures to add to this video. But this afternoon, I'm going to do something with my son that I haven't done in 15 years. When I was heavy into exploring caves, I also got into rocks, fossils, and minerals. Amateur rock hound. And Middle Tennessee has what's called the Central Basin. It's a regional area called Central Basin. Shelbyville's in it, Christiana's in it where I grew up, Murfreesboro's in it, a whole bunch of area all in Middle Tennessee is Central Basin. And 450 to 460 million years ago, during the Ordovician period, the whole area was covered in a shallow tropical sea. In that, there was sea creatures. Okay, the most common included brachiopods, bryozoans, and crinoids, which were sea lilies. Gastropods, which were snails, and corals. They're often found in limestone and shale road cuts. And there was also bivalves, lots of coral fossils, all kinds of really cool creatures and stuff. All these creatures, you know, when they were in the sea, they were alive, and then eventually they ended up turning into fossils. And you search in the right places, the right creeks, rivers, and stuff like that, and you can find these little suckers. Crinoids is what most people consider Indian money. That's like a colloquial name for it. It's called Indian money. They're little round stones. Sometimes they have holes in them. You can see little grooves and stuff where there was sections. Pretty cool stuff. Road cuts. If you're not familiar with what road cuts are, it's where the highway or a road was built, and instead of going over a hill or a rocky area, they just cut down into it, and you end up with rock walls on one side or both of the road. Often in those, you can see strata of rocks. That's where we're going to be going today. We're going to be going to hit a hot spot out in Fosterville that I'm familiar with. Me and my son have actually collected fossils from many times before in the past. And go on, red wasp, you're not invited. Keep flying. There you go. Go on somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna go do some fossil hunting after we go get something to eat and see what we can find. This location I have found before. Me and my son both have found before lots of seashells, the brachiopods. We've even found ostracods. It's another type of seashell. Snails mostly, bivalves, like I said, clams, etc., mussels, that kind of thing. But we've also found cephalopods. Cephalopods are an ancient squid, and they came in a siphuncle shell. Right? The head and the tentacles would stick out of the shell, and the shell had ringlets in it that would be filled with air, or the squid would push the air out to control its buoyancy. We found some of those. Now the crinoid usually comes with a star-shaped base, and it has tentacles that come off of that grip to the rocks. It also has a star-shaped head, so it would be head and base with the stem, and the stems is what's most commonly found, so you can find them on just about any playground, creek, etc. But the base and the heads are a little bit harder to find for some reason. A lot of times, like quarries and stuff, they end up getting destroyed or whatever. But anyway, the tentacles of the head are not always found either. But in this location, I found enough heads in one sweep. I mean, enough tentacles off the heads in one sweep to fill up a couple of small matchboxes at one time. And we're gonna go try to find some of this stuff, and I'm gonna get some of it on video so you can see. Won't share the exact location because it actually belongs to a communications company. There's a gate there for communications tower. We're just going to go right around the gate area. That's as far as we need to go. We don't have to go very far because the fossils are freaking everywhere up there. So we'll see y'all.
Okay, so here we are. This is a rock cut. You can see the highway over there, and we're going to search for some fossils in this area here. We've already stepped on some stones with a bunch of fossils in them. Here you go. Fossils. Lots of them. Oh, that one broke. Yep. I have found, or we have found fossils every single time we have came here. Every time. Oh wow, look at all these seashells. Look at that. Bunches of them. Brachiopods, ostracods, etc. Look at all this. Just covered in fossils. Oh wow, there's a nice one. Yeah. Well, let's go up here to these stratas, because the rock stratas is where I was wanting to go. This is where I found the crinoid stems and stuff like that the last time that I was here. It was in between. Tilt the camera back up. In between all this stuff up here. Yep, I'm watching my footing. And don't call me old man, young fart. Alright, let's see what we can find. See what we can find. Get the camera down. Some of those seashells from down below. That's not what I'm looking for though. Ooh, there's one. There's a seashell. Out of the, ooh, here's another one laying right here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, this is part of a cephalopod. Look at that. Turn this camera around so I can make sure I see what I'm doing. That's better. Okay. So here we go. That right there is part of a cephalopod. That might be a sea snail. Here's seashell though. That's pretty cool. Throw that in a bucket. John's over looking in another little area of the strata. Ooh, there's a nice piece. Little piece of seaweed. Coral type thing. Throw that in a bucket. Again, that's not what I'm looking for though. Oh, there's a good one. There's a good one. There's a good brachiopod. Right there on the surface. Holler if you need the bucket. What else do we got? Oh, that little rock's full of fossils. I'm going to use it to dig though. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but gross, that's somebody's old cigar. Oh, here's another little brachiopod. Oh, another little brachiopod. Oh, missed the bucket, that's okay, got plenty of them. There's another one. What do we got over here? Is this another one? Yep, there's another one. I'll step over here a little further, try not to lose my balance. All kinds of stuff up here. There's another one. Ooh, what is this? Nothing. Knock this stuff down on my own feet. There's another one. They're everywhere. Ooh, that's a nice one. That one almost has a blade to it. All kinds of little pieces of brachiopods. What do we got here? Full of stuff. Full. Alright, I'm gonna get down off this hillside. Off this slope. We'll get to a little bit wider space anyway. See if I can find something else. Ooh, this stuff is loose. Yep, loose. There's a snail trail. That's cool. Oh, wait a minute, what we got here? Another brachiopod. Take these ones out of my pocket. Put them in the bucket. Not finding anything super special yet, John. What about you? Yep. Alright, I gotta try and make my way down off this slope without falling. Maybe go up and check the flats. Oh shit, Lord. Lord have mercy. Yeah. There's a cool rock. Color in that. Nice color pattern. Not what we're looking for though. Nope, not what we're looking for.
Hi.
What'd you just throw down and break? This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at all those seashells. You want to keep that? Okay. Excuse me. I done found a bunch of stuff in between these layers. A little handful of seashells.
Hi. What makes it be smooth like that?
rain. Toss that down. Oh, broke it. Either rain or the type of rock. What is this? Nothing. There's bunches of stuff up here, but not what I'm looking for yet. Yeah. Not what I'm looking for yet. I don't remember exactly where it was over here that I found the crinoid stuff before. Been 10-15 years since we've been over here hunting fossils. I got a bunch of smalls. I got a small handful of smalls in the bucket here. Nothing super special though.
Hey. I won't move it. Check this out.
You got a big one or something? What you got? Hey, check it out. There's a snail. Oh, that might be Brian. Alright, let me see. So there's a sea snail. Nope. And then John just found this little shell. Oh, and a couple more. Yeah, complete brachiopods, otherwise known as mussels. Oh, hell yeah. Little one.
I hit a whole pocket.
You sure did. Oh, here's one right here too. You sure did. You found a little pocket.
What is that?
That's part of a snail. Cool. John found a pocket. Still not finding what I'm looking for though. Oh, there's another one. Oh yeah.
I try to take the more intact ones.
Yeah.
Little chip that don't really work.
Man, if we'd went to the one down in Fayetteville, we could be finding ones down there that are freaking walnut size. Oh yeah. There's a good one. Let me see. Yep, that's a piece of coral. Little bitty piece. But it's a piece of coral. Cool. See what we can find. We can do a little digging here too. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, look at that. Little bivalves. Try to set the camera right there while I dig in this little layer. Oh, check it out, John. Another snail. Yeah, another little piece of snail.
How old would you say this stuff is?
450 to 460 million. Ordovician. Oh, there's another sea snail. I ain't trying to collect too much today, John. Leave some of this for other people to find.
We're probably the only ones coming here.
Probably, but I still don't like being greedy. I just wanted to find a few things today. We haven't done this in forever. So, what'd you find? Another seashell? Another seashell. Oh, check it out.
Oh, whole plate of them.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, the whole little plate. You want this? Keep it or leave it?
Either one.
Keep it or leave it?
Leave it.
Okay.
This stuff is falling apart like mud.
Mm-hmm. I remember 10, 15 years ago when I found the crinoid tentacles. I was shocked. They were on the other side of the drive here from where we're digging, though. I'm pretty sure. Shit, dropped it.
Oh well, it was just a shell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
Two
another.
shells fused together.
2 shells. Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. What's this little piece here? Nothing.
Look, it was a plant growing in the rock.
And the dirt on top of the rocks? Yeah. Not surprised at that. You want the shovel? You want the trowel? I got a brush too, just in case. Is that a... no. No.
Ooh.
What you got? Ooh, yeah, there's another snail. Not bad. Not bad at all.
At least close a good wash before I wear them again.
I was planning on that anyway.
Look at me.
Oh yeah. Your work clothes are now dingy. That would be unpresentable for work. Well, I'm just not finding what I'm still not finding what I'm looking for though, so I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time I'm not in as good a shape as I used to be, so I'm not willing to climb up there on that bank like I once would have. Yeah, it's a little flat shell. Picked up a few of them earlier. If you're going to do something with that big old rock, toss it off to your right.
Take that off the top.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Get away.
Yeah, there's a piece of coral.
Look, it busted up all the top layers.
Nice piece of coral. I could be wrong, but I think I see part of a cephalopod.
Well, if you dig deeper, you'll probably find more parts.
No. I don't know, it might be.
Thanks for kneeling against these rocks.
It might be.
This layer of rock is wet.
It rained not long ago. Yeah.
Check it out, a sponge. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Whew. That's the biggest chunk we've got so far. Sponge laying right here on top. Cheers in the bucket. Sweating. Done broke a sweat doing that. Hey, you were talking about concretion earlier?
Yeah.
There you go. There's a piece of concretion right here. Break that up, there might be some crystal inside.
You could also go geode hunting.
Huh?
Could also go geode hunting.
You need to go to Woodbury for that.
And?
Or Pulaski. Some really good geode and Woodbury and Pulaski. Some big ones. Ones in Pulaski are a little bit smaller. You also find chalk down there too. Down in Pulaski and Giles County, Lawrenceburg area. Natural layers of chalk down there. I found a chalk ball down there one time. Remember that?
No.
I found that while I was well drilling.
Wasn't that before me?
No, I think you were like maybe 4 when I found that.
That wheatgrass?
Huh?
The wheatgrass, it'll grow anywhere.
Oh, you mean the sage grass?
Yeah. Whatever it's called.
Sage grass. Yeah, it grows everywhere. Hey, check it out. A little chunk of a bunch of little brachio corals. Okay, so we've found a small handful of stuff. He's found a small handful of really cool little seashells and stuff, and that kind of thing. Didn't find any of the crinoid head tentacles that I was looking for, except maybe a couple little small pieces in a rock piece. I was hoping for some loose ones, but that's all. Those are all over there, and I don't feel like climbing around on that to try and dig for them right now because I'm too fat and old for that crap. So we found some pieces of brachio coral, Found a piece of honeycomb coral. Found a bunch of brachiopod shells, a few ostracods, a couple of sea snails, that kind of thing. So, I'm not sure the camera was actually recording earlier, so I'm going to state it again. I've got pictures of some of the stuff that we collected 15 years ago. I'm going to splice that into this video. And the whole point of this video was just to show just how easy it is sometimes to find fossils. You ain't got to go digging some massive site unless you want Brontosaurus and T-Rex and Velociraptor and all that crap. Most of that you got to go out west for. You can find some shark stuff here in Tennessee. There's been some, I don't know if it was mastodon, but I know there was some woolly mammoth stuff found here in Tennessee. So, if you're into rocks and fossils, or if you got kids that's looking for something cool to do, take them out fossil hunting. Look at these road cuts in between the rock stratus. You ain't got to climb up here like we have, but you can find some pretty cool stuff. Pew pew. I'm going to run some cold water over these and hit them with a bristle brush to knock the dirt and stuff off so we can see what they look like after they're clean. But there's a bowl full of stuff and then that little rock piece that I found later. What we got.